We get lots of requests to review cheap radios sold on Amazon, and after looking at them and diving deep into the Amazon ecosystem, we found some very interesting things. So we decided to start a series called The Top Selling Car Audio Items on Amazon. So stay with us as we review these 3 top selling items. So here's what Amazon has listed as their top 3 receivers as of September 2024. So let's get into it. We'll be examining reviews to see what to look out for. We'll unbox them and then we'll test them out. Then I'll give you my opinion along with a thumbs down, a thumbs up, or 2 thumbs up. So let's get started. Starting with number 3, this is an adapter that converts wired CarPlay to wireless. So no, your radio must have wired CarPlay in order for this to work. It does not add CarPlay to a radio that doesn't have it. Okay, so we checked this product's activity online using our Helium 10 software. Now this subscription-based software allows sellers to take a look at products in ways that others can't. It reveals sales activity, checks price history, and further examines reviews. As you can see, this is number 3 and has sold over 5,200 units, bringing in almost $370,000 in revenue over the last 30 days. Damn. Okay, it has a 4.3 star rating and is priced at $69. Now we can take a look at the pricing history on our Helium 10 chart, and it starts off at $69. Then they ran a special for $49 the first week of September until September 9th. And then we missed the sale and bought it on the 10th for $69. Oh well. All right, so this has 473 total reviews, with 78% of them being 5 stars. But let's take a look at the 1-star reviews, which make up about 8%. There seems to be quite a few complaints about connection issues. In the first review, the person mentions it doesn't connect, and I recognize the radio in the video as an older Alpine. It looks like maybe an X308. Okay, so this got me thinking, does this device not work with aftermarket radios? The title literally says it converts factory wired CarPlay to wireless, so maybe only factory radios. So with that in mind, I decided to do a test with several aftermarket radios, starting with the Alpine, which worked perfectly. I also tried the JVC Kenwood, the Pioneer, and even the Boss, and they all connected without any issues. Now, no, make sure you have no conflicting Wi-Fi networks saved on your phone when setting this up. If you're setting this up at home, work, or you have Wi-Fi in your car, look out for this. You might need to disable the auto join for that network temporarily. To do that, go into your Wi-Fi settings on your phone, select the Wi-Fi network that could possibly be conflicting, and turn off the auto join. Then connect the wireless CarPlay device's network, which is labeled SmartBox. But after the initial setup, it should connect automatically when you turn your car on. And of course, like any wireless CarPlay unit, it does take a few seconds to pair up. Now, I tested this in my 2017 Silverado that has factory wired CarPlay, and it worked flawless every time. And I tested this thing for over a week, and I probably turned the car on and off about 20 times, and it connected every single time. Okay, here's what comes in the box. You have the unit, a USB-C to USB adapter, and a nice set of instructions. Okay, simple and straightforward. Okay, here's my take. This is a product that I'm definitely keeping and using in my truck. So far, so good. It's an affordable and effective solution for getting wireless CarPlay even at $69. Now, honestly, of course, I would have loved to get it at $49, but at $69, it's still a great value. As far as my current opinion, I think this deserves a slightly higher rating than the current 4.3 stars, but I promise to do a follow-up review in about 6 months to see how it holds up over time if this item is still on Amazon then. For now, I'm going to give this wireless CarPlay device a thumbs up. Just one, though, since my testing period has been short. We'll see if it earns that 2 thumbs up in the future. Okay, moving on. All right, number 2, a portable 7-inch HD screen with wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, phone mirroring, and even includes a backup camera. Okay, let's check out the data. Now, this unit is ranked number 2 in its category with almost 5,000 units sold, generating $322,000 in sales over the last 30 days. It has a 4.4 star rating from 427 total reviews. Now, while it lists at $99, it's currently selling for $69, and based on the pricing history, it's been that price for a while. So no need to worry about the price going up. Now let's check out some of the reviews. 76% 5-star reviews and 8% 1-star. A 1-star reviewer mentioned it didn't like the device uses both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to connect instead of just a USB-C cable that comes with it. Now that would be a nice improvement because it does take some time to hook this thing up. However, once I made that initial connection, I didn't experience any issues. Other complaints included units arriving damaged or randomly stopping. Now that said, we focused on sound quality, which we filtered using the Helium 10 software. Now all reviews with that keyword were either 5-star and there was one 4-star. So it is safe to say that this thing does sound decent. Here's what comes in the box. 2 mounts, a surface mount and a class mount, a power cord for the cigarette lighter, an aux cord, the screen itself, a couple adhesive pads, and actually a decent set of color instructions, which are actually pretty detailed. Now it's important to note this is not an in-dash head unit. It's an add-on to your existing factory or aftermarket radio. The audio is transmitted to your car's radio via Bluetooth, a 3.5mm aux cable, the built-in FM modulator, or you can play the audio on the back of the unit's micro speakers. Also, keep in mind, this unit uses both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to connect, as our 1-star reviewer mentioned. The manual on page 7 explains the working principle very well. But in a nutshell, here's how to set it up. First, go to your Bluetooth and select Car Kit. Then go to your Wi-Fi connection and select CarPlay Wi-Fi. Now, if you're using Bluetooth to pair it up with your car's Bluetooth, then go back into the Bluetooth settings on your phone and select your car stereo. Again, in the settings, go to Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and then back to Bluetooth. If your stereo does not have Bluetooth, you can go into the menu and select the FM modulator, the aux, or the local horn, aka the built-in speakers. The CarPlay works surprisingly well, and I found that hooking it up is a piece of cake. It also offers phone mirroring for both Apple and Android without needing an app, which is a nice feature. Now, when using the mirroring feature, make sure to select the correct Wi-Fi network. The unit will show you the name on this page. Now, make a note, the Wi-Fi network and the CarPlay Android Auto network are different for the one used for mirroring. Now, they both start with CarPlay-Wi-Fi, but have different numbers at the end. Also, Bluetooth cannot transmit audio in mirror mode, so you'll either need to use the aux, the FM modulator, or the built-in speakers. Now, the unit does have an EQ for adjustments, which is nice, but the swipe responsiveness on the CarPlay isn't the best. Still, for $69, it's hard to complain. No, wait, price update, $54. Oh wait, and I almost forgot, it comes with a wired backup camera. But you will need to wire in the reverse wire if you want it to come up automatically. Otherwise, you have to select it on the screen. Okay, here's my take. I've used this in my car for a couple of days and it connects right up when I start the car. Well, I haven't tested it long term. The sound quality is decent and the screen is okay. Compared to my iPhone, obviously it's not going to be as good, but again, this is a $69 Amazon product, not a $1,000 plus Apple device. Overall, I think the 4.4 Amazon rating is fair. Not for everyone, but if you don't want to spend a lot of money and this works in your car, then this is a solid option. Thumbs up. Okay, next, the number 1 item. This is a Bluetooth receiver for music streaming and hands-free calling. Okay, let's check out the data. Okay, number 1 in its category, almost 16,000 units sold in the last 30 days with a revenue of $271,000 US. It has an astronomical amount of reviews at 44,000. That's crazy. At an average of 4.5 stars, it's priced at $16.99. It had an intro price for about $10, but it's been holding pretty steady at $16.99. Now, a few of the 1-star reviews say that the battery doesn't last that long. Also, the unit just stopped working. Now, there's a very detailed review that was posted about 3 years ago that 32 people found useful, and it mentions these things. Number 1, a weirdly accented voice for announcing when it connects and disconnects, which it does.
Connected.
But really not a deal breaker. Number 2, an audio delay when watching video.
It scares me not to be able to give you what you deserve and not like to get a place and possibly lose my job.
Which it does, but it's not that big of a deal, especially if you're just listening to music. And number 3, electrical noise when no music is playing, which I didn't notice, but I could definitely see that happening in some vehicles. Every vehicle is different and maybe it's picking up some interference in that particular person's car. And number 4, it does not disconnect when the car is off, which it doesn't because it's on a battery. Now, you would have to manually turn it off, or if you wait 5 minutes and it sees no signal, it'll turn off by itself. Okay, here's what comes in the box. A USB cable to power it up and charge the battery, which says it lasts 16 hours. A 3.5 to 3.5 barrel connector, and a 3.5 to 3.5 cable, and of course, the Bluetooth receiver, and a set of instructions. So I've used this for a few days in the demo room at the shop, and I tested it in one of our employees' cars. First off, the sound quality versus the car's built-in Bluetooth is close, but the hands-free phone call feature was unusable. It has way too much echo.
Hey Josh, it's a little too echoey.
So we used the search tool and looked up echo, and it looks like we weren't the only ones to experience this. But for a whopping $16.99, it's still worth it just for the music streaming. Just make sure that your car has a 3.5 millimeter input in order for it to work. So regardless of the hands-free phone calling, I'm still gonna give it a thumbs up because it's cheap and it's a good solution for people that don't have Bluetooth. Now, if you're interested in any of these products, we're gonna leave links in the description below to the exact products we looked at today in this video. That's gonna do it. We hope you guys found this video useful. If so, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Okay, my name is Josh. I'm with Breaker Stereo and Performance. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.